First of all, congratulations on the film. I saw it and loved it.
Oh, thanks.
And you've so far received praise for your sort of more complicated, twisty version of this character.
Yeah, he's a complicated guy, that's for sure. Yeah.
And he goes through quite an arc, doesn't he? From when we see him at the start and the end. Did you find any sort of difficulties or challenges in maintaining that? Because obviously you shoot it in a strange order, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, that was one of the reasons I wanted to do it. You know, I've never had a character. I don't know if I'll ever have a character that has this big of an arc. Who he is at the beginning of the movie is so completely different in so many ways to who he is at the end of the movie. But he is ultimately the same person. So to find that through line and to honor that was definitely one of the major challenges and exciting parts of the job.
Well, from the reviews I've read so far, everyone's saying 2 thumbs up.
That's good. Yeah. That beats the alternative, that's for sure.
Yeah. Did you get to do those fun action bits where you're zooming around and getting busy in that weird suit?
Some of them, yeah. I mean, a lot of it is CGI, but I spent a lot of time in the suit for sure. Yeah, the suit is an amazing thing. It's quite a creation, and it was really fun to be in.
I'm going to move you quickly onto a segment that I'm calling Worst Questions Ever.
Can't wait.
Yeah, ready? What do you think is the longest word we can make out of the letters in the word Spider-Man? I warn you, I've already thought of Pie Man.
Oh, like I have to use all the letters?
Not all of them, just as many as you can.
Diapers, man. It works, actually. Diapers, man.
I thought I almost had Simeon, but you need another eye.
Oh, yeah.
I was disappointed.
Uh-huh.
Next, if you could trap or be trapped in a spidey web with anyone, who would you pick?
Wait, I just think I thought of a really good one.
Oh, what?
Pious nerd.
No.
I think you can do it. Well, you have to spell pious wrong.
Yeah.
But let's just go with it.
I love if you've already got a loophole to the game. If you had an O and a U.
Yeah, but you just spell it P-I-A-S.
Pious man.
Nerd. Pious
nerd.
Pious nerd. Yeah, that works as long as you spell pious wrong.
Nerdy, yeah. Anyway, sorry. So you're trapped in a web, a spidey web, with anyone of your choosing. Who would you pick?
I'd have to go with my wife.
Aww, that's very, very sweet.
Thanks.
And lastly for this section, what is your favourite line from the film?
Oh my gosh. I like when Electro says, "Let's go catch a spider."
That is pretty badass.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I've been having a little think about this film, and in terms of the judicial system, do you not feel that America should have intervened at some point and sent in the army rather than just leaving Spider-Man to deal with all of this?
Well, you know, I think when you take these movies and you start to imply real-world logic, you're really taking it to a level that I'm not quite sure that they're supposed to be analyzed on. But yeah, maybe the army could have intervened.
I mean, help a brother out. He's got a lot to do.
Yeah, you know, but he's a powerful guy. He's got it going on, and he doesn't have to blow things up, you know, in order to get stuff done. He can go about things kind of without creating as much damage to the infrastructure of New York City as the army probably would.
Oh my God, the whole film is a subtle commentary on modern politics.
Well, you can take it there. I didn't say that.
No, it's not. And very quickly, what's it like working with the lovely Andrew Garfield and Emma Stone? Because I've never met them before, but they seem brilliant.
Yeah, no, it's so much fun. You know, they're both so talented and you know, Andrew's such an amazing actor, and he makes the job so much easier, and Emma's so sweet and so naturally gifted, and you know, they're my peers, and they're peers that I respect, and it was a blast. We had so much fun.
And very quickly, what is one thing about shooting these films that might surprise your fans?
What is one thing about shooting these films that might surprise my fans? I don't know, you know, I think one thing that's surprising to a lot of people is actually the amount of actual stuff we film versus like the amount of time we spend in front of a green screen. Like, people are always like, you must have spent so much time in front of a green screen. And I think I only spent 4 days in 6 months in front of it. And there's a lot of really practical things that go on the set that I think people don't really realize.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can be a fan. Yeah. Anyway, gorgeous chatting to you.
Cool.
Have a fun day in here.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.